Right. Now, the tensions are high in Casualty this week as Ash finds himself in a tricky situation. His teenage daughter shows up on the ward.
Ah, Zoe, I noticed you've got a patient with an aerosol injury. I have a similar...
Dad.
Why didn't you tell me she was here?
Well, she's not the patient. There was no need.
Someone fired hairspray into my patient's eyes.
It wasn't us. Tell him, Sean.
I didn't say it was. I need to speak with you now.
I didn't tell him.
Well, Ash is Patrick Robinson and Sunetra Sarker, who plays Dr. Zoe Hannah, are here right now, and it is so good to see both of you. Really, really good to see you. Now, this storyline's really interesting because he's the kind of protective dad, isn't he?
He is.
But she's a madam, his daughter.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Not like many teenagers these days, basically. But having been an absent father, basically, he's come back to hopefully try and put his daughter on the straight and narrow.
Are you defending her again? This
Hey,
is what
come on.
Character's doing. She's a
Blood.
princess. Just be honest. She's a spoiled brat. And
She's a spoiled
he's
brat.
playing the dad who feels really guilty because he's not around and letting her get away with murder.
See?
That's the truth.
Well, that's
Lorraine.
Sunetra's character, Zoe's.
But maybe not. Weird, but I can't believe that it was you. You know, you left 17 years ago and are now back. Is it 17 years? It can't be.
17. I
Isn't it?
left 96.
But you look exactly the same.
Oh, Lorraine.
You do.
Thank
We've
you.
got a photograph
Bless
going,
you.
look, back in the day,
Oh, look at that.
there we are.
Yeah.
You're a
Ooh,
child.
look at that. Look
Fantastic.
at that.
Memories, memories, memories. Was it good going back?
Yeah.
Did it feel just the same, or?
Well, it didn't feel the same. I mean, it's completely new studios. The cast, are, you know, everyone's new, apart from Derek Thompson plays Charlie.
Of course.
But of course, when I get with Derek, and we're still good friends, really, and a good acting colleague, basically, that's a warmth that you can't get.
And what made you come back? Did you feel there was unfinished business?
I
with that
think it was a good time, actually. And being asked, you kind of, you know, that always feels very good.
Of course.
So, and, you know, having been away for 17 years, I thought, yeah, it's the right time.
Extraordinary. I can't believe all that time has gone past. It's scary, scary. I like the relationship between these two characters. It's quite interesting. I like the fact that she doesn't call him Ash.
No, yes,
She calls
I
him
like
Martin.
that. As well.
She calls him by his Sunday name, and that kind of. But that really just by doing that, it's sort of, you just get where they're from, both of them, don't you?
Thanks for saying that, 'cause I wasn't sure if it was coming across, but I think because they're both professionals and they're equal consultants and they've got sort of a standing that they've got to get across. I think when you become too familiar and use nicknames, it can take that level of professionalism away. So we're holding on to that for a little bit for now.
I think it's quite good. It works very well. You've also directed as well, haven't you?
I have, yeah.
That must have been really fascinating, actually, to see it from the other side.
Yeah, you know, it was a bit of a challenge, and I think we didn't know how it was going to end up when I first asked if I could do it, and I did it with Suzanne Packer, who plays Tess as well, and we did a full episode, and it was so much fun. But what I think the best ingredient was the support of the crew and the cast, because we work with them every day. You guys know each other so well, and when you take a challenge like that on, having their support is what made it so exciting and enjoyable. So yeah, I enjoyed it a lot. It's great.
No, I can understand that. It is a really tight unit, isn't it? And it's. For you, I mean, kind of, you know, you're one of those kind. I'm sorry, but I still can't believe it's 17 years because I remember all your storylines so vividly, and then it's just like no time has passed at all. Ooh, it's really scary. But it has just been seamless, you know. You coming back, it sort of works.
Hopefully, I mean, you know, it depends on how people see it. But I've loved, you know, playing this character. And getting him to be a doctor, that's been a real challenge for me as an actor.
Of course.
It's, you know, I'm in the same sort of resus situation and cubicles, but, you know, a different role.
And I think it's fun for us as actors. Some of us don't know Ash at all from being in the show for the time that we've been there, so we're meeting him as a brand new character. The audience
there's a big
know him
backstory.
There's so much history, so you can use that as well, especially because there's a Charlie moment with Zoe, Charlie and Ash where Zoe doesn't want to employ Ash in the first place, but it's because Charlie has all this faith in him from 17 years that she takes a gamble. So I think we've played on the history and the fact that he was a nurse and he's now a doctor.
It's amazing. It's the BBC's longest-running serial, which is extraordinary. Longest-running drama, I should say, which is a real testament to all of you and to the fact that people still. I mean, I think it's even more popular than ever it was.
We're in the Guinness Book of Records, you know.
I know, that's not bad. That's not bad at
Wow.
all. What do you think it is then? What do you think is the success? Is all the different ingredients? Because you have to start with the writing, I would imagine. You've got to start with the story, haven't you, so you can do your jobs.
Well, I think it's, you know, you get all walks of life that go into an ED, you know,
Yeah.
A&E, as we used to call it. So it touches everyone, I think, everywhere. And anyone can become ill, have an accident, and so I think it goes all round.
And you think of all the people that have been, you've attended to
Well,
over the
Anita
years.
Dobson bumped into me as I was coming in here.
Is she
And
here?
and
Yeah.
she was a patient of ours a couple of
Yeah.
months back.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm giving away a story.
okay.
But she's been in over the years, and I said,
Yeah.
"You've got to come back to me. I haven't been treated by you yet, so I will be back." So there's always the pleasure. There's always the pleasure of seeing guest artists that you know.
Yeah.
That's the for me. One of the best parts about this job is every week we work with at least 5 or 6 new faces. Every
Sure.
episode there's brand new guest artists, so it doesn't feel like maybe a soap opera would, where you're having to work with exactly the same faces every week.
There's some great, you know,
So we're
actors
lucky
that
like that.
come in. You know, Anita Dobson and
Yeah, Claire
Claire
Bloom
Bloom the other
recently.
day. It's,
Wow.
it's great.
Legend.
Yeah.
That's brilliant, isn't it? But that just shows you the power of the show, that when people really want to be in it, you know, just sort of bounce in and bounce back out again.
Yeah.
And I still love the fact that at the start you watch it and you just know what's going to happen. There's a ladder. He's going up the ladder. Don't go up
Don't go up the ladder.
You just know it's going to happen. Great to see both of you. Really, really good. And so good to have you back.
Thank you, Lorraine.
And he hasn't changed at all. Oh, it's extraordinary. Now, if you want the chance to win your own motorhome and some cash, Tim Vincent is here to tell you how.